We're going to take a look at how to light the forges and also properly shut down the forges, the gas-fired forges, over in the Tyler Sculpture Metal Shop. Safety procedures require that you wear a face shield when lighting these. First, we're going to take a look over here at some of the common elements between them. Both machines are virtually identical. One thing to note, though, is that the gas shutoff on this left-handed forge is over here, and then it's going to be a separate pipeline for the forge on the right-hand side. This guy's gas shutoff is right here. So when we're lighting one of these guys, the first thing we want to do is open up this gas valve. Whenever the gas valve or any of these ball valves are in the inline position, that means they're open. When they're perpendicular, that means they're closed. So we want to have this guy open when we're going to light him up. Let me get a wide enough shot so you can see the forge that we'll be lighting today, and I'll walk you through how we light this. First thing you're going to want to do, make sure that you're wearing a face shield. So I've got one here, and we're going to slide this off to the side here, this cover. If you don't slide that aside, the flame could shoot out the side of the forge, and that's very dangerous. So we want to have that off to the side. We have our gas valve open there to supply gas to the machine. Then what we're going to do is, just to give you the walkthrough before I actually do it, because it might get a little loud, I hit the start button with my air set to about 3 airspeed, and then when I hear a buzzing noise, and that little red light usually flicks on too, when you hear that buzzing noise, you give it just a little bit of gas through this handle here. Always critical that you make sure that that gas valve is closed before you start lighting the forge. The exhaust system is always on in here, but you don't want to flood the area with gas for obvious reasons before you light this thing. So once we get the flame going, and we might have it a little high to start, we'll increase the air to about 6 or so is fine, and then we'll adjust the gas flow until the flame comes just below the surface of the forge itself. So we'll throw the face shield on, we'll hit the start button, air's at 3, and now we'll wait for that buzzing noise. Buzzing noise should be happening any moment here. Sometimes you gotta wait for it. If it ever fails to start buzzing for you, you can just hit that little reset button. And then now we get that little buzzing noise. We've got a little bit of flame going. It's a little too much flame. We'll add some more air. Got it set to about 6 now, the air. And then I'm going to lower this flame just so it's just a little bit below the surface of the top of the brick here. At that point, we can swing this over, and then you're working. You get that hot, and you're good to forge away. Now, when you're done, you got to shut it off safely too. So it's as easy as hitting stop. Then you want to make sure that you close the gas valve. Very important that you do that. And then we're going to go back over to the wall here and make sure that when we're shutting down now, that we have this closed again. Also really important there. Some other things that you might want to take a note at on these machines. First, you never want to leave one of these guys lit. You want to make sure that there is no flammable or combustible material in the forge area, and the exhaust system is always on, always running when you're using these machines, so there's no need to turn the dust collector on in the metal shop if you are not, if it's not working for you. And another thing that, just sort of a handy little tip here, they have these little trays built into them that you can pull out so that if you have long material, like say this long piece of material, and you want to heat the end of it, you can easily rest the end of your material, long material, on the end of this adjustable stand here. So that's a really handy thing. So make sure that when you're forging, you work safely, be aware of the surroundings, make sure that you don't have any flammable objects in the area, Always make sure that you shut this down properly and never walk away with it still lit and going. If you have any questions, always just ask the shop technician or your instructor. Report any damaged equipment, and work safe.